Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for a new comic from Marvel Comics. This is The Ultimates #1. This is a new title that continues the Ultimate line over at Marvel. Let's talk about the creative team. So before we get into this book is written by Deniz Camp with art by Juan Frigeri, colors by Federico Blee, letters by Travis Lanham, and a plethora of covers. You'll see some at the end of the video. Let's get into this. The Ultimates return to greatness, spinning out of Jonathan Hickman and Stefano Caselli's Ultimate Universe #1. Rising stars Deniz Camp, who has written stuff like Children of the Vault or 20th Century Man, and artist Juan Frigeri from Invincible Iron Man assemble an all-new team of Ultimates in a series that kicks off the next chapter of the Ultimate line. 6 months ago, Tony Stark sent Peter Parker, a radioactive spider, to set him back on course to become Spider-Man. Since then, the Iron Lad, Stark, Captain America, Doom, Thor, and Sif have begun to do the same to other lost heroes, building a network of superpower heroes hungry for change. Now they must band together to destroy the Maker's Council and restore freedom and free will to a world that ruled from the shadows. This definitely sounds like a lot. But I think if you read that Ultimate Universe #1, you'll have enough context to go back into this. There's also a great narrative page that kind of shows you this, like, it kind of brings you up to speed into the world. Overall, this was a really, really fun #1. I think it sets up a very interesting mission, right? There's definitely a clear goal of what these Ultimates have to do. There's a running clock, there's a running timeline, because the Maker will return in a specified amount of time. So this gives the team a flexibility to show some urgency while still raising the stakes. Now, how does a world without superheroes like kind of function? You know that this universe is kind of broken up into these factions that control everything, and now that the Ultimates have been labeled terrorists, they have even more problems to fight because it's hard to recruit and bring new heroes into the fold. There's so much disbelief and so much that they have to convince people of. So let's talk a little bit about the art. I think Juan Frigeri, I really enjoyed his run on Invincible Iron Man. I thought it was really, like, he just has a really fun way to display the art. Although this issue has a lot of kind of sitting around talking and a little bit of exposition, I think Juan Frigeri makes that feel and look a little bit dynamic. While still, when we get to the action scenes, just really incredible stuff. I think that's where Frigeri really excels when it comes to some of the action. Let's take a look at some of the preview art. So we catch up with the first pages, the panel after the explosion and the attack 6 months ago, and then we check in with the Ultimates. I do love how, like, Tony looks young, right? Because his father was Iron Man he's Iron Lad in this world, so Tony should be young. One thing that really caught me off guard was how goofy Captain America looks frozen in the ice, right? I don't know that there's a I don't know that there's a cool way to be frozen in ice. We also have Thor, who's been injured after the attack. Lady Sif, who's his kind of like his keeper. Like, he's kind of a prisoner. Thor's not the ruler of Asgard as in the other world. And of course we have Doom, who's the Reed Richards of this universe. So this is our starting team. And of course, the plan is, how do we get the world back to the way it should be? How do we fix it? We have 2 years. I think the dialogue between Stark and Doom, it really works. Like, it doesn't feel convoluted, but it does. It captures the voices. Obviously, in this world, Reed is a lot more experience, and I just really love Frigeri never letting us forget that the Maker's out there, right? That's a really fun way to put it. Yeah, so I like the character designs. Now, a lot of this stuff is coming from Brian Hitch's work, because he did the original Ultimate Invasion and Ultimate stuff. But yeah, overall, I think this is a great way to kick off a new series. I've really been enjoying the whole Ultimate line, right? Ultimate Spider-Man is my favorite comic ongoing right now from Marvel. And the other two are just really, really fun as well. So, a welcome addition. I like Deniz Camp. I really enjoy Children of the Vault, which is funny enough. Uh, Den- this is another case of Deniz Camp kind of continuing some of the work that Hickman had set up, because the Children of the Vault were set up by Hickman in his X-Men run. And now here we have the Ultimates being set up by Jonathan Hickman and Deniz Camp kind of taking over. So I like that. Maybe they're on the same wavelength. I don't know what the conversations are like over at the Marvel office, but I appreciate that Marvel feels confident enough in Dennis' capabilities to like, yeah, here, take over. This is a big franchise book, right? So very excited to see the rest. Like I said, a lot of cool covers in the back in the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So if you have read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.